Hey, hi friends. Today we will complete the simple present tense in all aspects and welcome to the Good One 3 session. In this session, we will complete simple present tense in all aspects. If I miss anything, you can say in the comment section. Definitely, I will try to do a video on it. Okay. So let's get start this. So when comes to simple present tense, we discussed so many things in the earlier sessions. We used V1 as am is are and we discussed so many things on it. Today we will complete this simple present tense in all aspects. So first of all, when we use main verbs as V1, so that is the first thing that we discussed, that's we are going to discuss. So when comes to main verbs, the structure will change slightly. The structure is subject plus V1 or V5 plus object. What is V5? You can ask me, I will explain you. V5 is nothing but V1 S or ES or IES. So that is called as V5 in English grammar. So where to use V5 and where to use V1, we have to know it. So when the subject is plural, we use the singular main verb, that is nothing but V1, and when the subject is singular, we use the plural main verb, that is nothing but V5. Okay, that is the difference between usage of V1 or V5. So let me observe some examples. Before observing some examples, let me know where to use V1 and where to use V5. We use V1 in front of I, we, you, they and plural naming words. So we use V5 in front of he, she, it and singular naming words and singular noun phrases. So in front of them we use V5 because they are singular subjects. That's why we have to use the plural main verb, nothing but V5. V5 is nothing but V1 S or ES or IES. Okay, let's observe some examples regarding to this explanation. I write, we come, you learn, they read, he eats, she sings, it works, Mahesh takes. By observing these examples, we may conclude that we are using V1 in front of plural subjects and V5 in front of singular subjects. Okay, actually it is a topic in 4th class or 5th class, I think, the newly arrived books. So these are some examples. That is, we use not only am, is, are in simple present tense, we also use has, have in simple present tense. Okay, or we have to know where to use has and where to use have. Simply as I told before, we have to use has in front of singular subjects and we have to use have in front of plural subjects. They are nothing but I, we, you, they and plural naming words we use have. And when comes to has, we use has in front of he, she, it and singular naming words. Okay, let's observe some examples. Let me say the structure: subject plus has or have plus object. And this is the structure of simple present tense when comes to has or have as main verbs or V1. Okay, she has a book, I have a book. Okay, so these are belongs to simple present tense. So when you observe has or have in any sentence, try to look at the verbs. If there is no verb, if there is no main verb, it is in simple present tense. Okay, so that is interrogative questions or nothing but yes or no type questions. We discussed in the earlier sessions when the V1 as am is or, and today we are discussing further extension. Okay, so when comes to interrogative questions in simple present tense, the structure goes like this: do or does plus subject plus V1 plus object. Whatever the subject is and whatever the verb is, we use V1, only V1 in interrogative questions. Only do or does will change. Okay, do or does plus subject plus V1 plus object and question mark in the end of the sentence. Okay, that is the interrogative question structure in simple present tense. So where to use do and where to use does? As we discussed in the earlier, we use the do in front of plural subjects and we use the does in front of singular subjects. They are nothing but we use do in front of I, we, you, they, and we use does in front of he, she, it, and singular naming words and singular noun phrases also. Okay, so that is the usage of do or does. I write. If the examiner given to you this, the question will goes like this: do I write? When the verb in simple present tense is V1 and the subject is plural, we use do in the front of the interrogative question. Okay, so do I write? Do we come? Do you learn? Do they want? Does he go? Does she write? Does it work? Does Mahesh teach? So these are some examples to identify the main difference between future activity question and habitual activity question. So does he write is belongs to habitual activity question because he used to do in the as a habit. And when comes to will he write is a future activity question because he will do in the future whether he does or not. So this is about question in simple present tense. So when comes to question tag, the structure we goes like this, because after all the question tag will occur in the end of the sentence with a question mark at the end. Do or does plus not or no usage of not plus pronoun plus question mark. What is this? I will tell you. When, let me observe some examples. He writes a letter. This is a sentence and the examiner asked you to write a question tag on it. And when you observe this, he writes a letter. Here the subject is he and it is a singular subject and writes is V5. So we have to observe the subject first. Here the subject is he and we take it into the question tag and we write in the end of the sentence. And next we have to use do or does only. Here the subject is singular, that's why we have to use does, and the question and the sentence is in positive. He writes a letter, it's a positive sentence. Okay, so that's why we have to use not in question tag. Does not he or doesn't he is the question tag of this sentence. So the structure as we discussed in the earlier, do or does plus not or no usage of not plus pronoun plus question mark is the structure of question tag when comes to simple present tense. Okay, Let me observe some more examples. They write a letter, don't they? Everyone writes a letter. This is the very important example. Everyone writes a letter, don't they? If you observe, I am saying that everyone writes a letter. Here we are taking everyone as singular, and that's why we are using the plural main verb, that is writes. Everyone writes a letter. And when comes to question tag, the everyone will taken as a plural, and we take the pronoun as they, and because the pronoun is they, we have to use the singular main verb or singular helping verb. That's why we are using do, and the sentence is in positive, so that's why we are using do not they or don't they. Okay, you have to observe, this is a crucial important example when comes to question tag in simple present tense. So let me observe some more examples. Nobody speaks Hindi. It is also a crucial example. Nobody speaks Hindi. Here we are using nobody. When we use nobody in a sentence, the sentence is in negative. Okay, nobody speaks Hindi is a negative sentence. That's why we have to write question tag in positive. So nobody. So when comes to question tag, nobody we will take it as they, because we have to use the pronoun only in question tag. So that's why we take no one as they, and we are using they, we have to use the singular helping verb, so do, and the sentence is in negative. No one speaks Hindi is a negative sentence. That's why the question tag will comes as do they. Do they is a question tag to nobody speaks Hindi. Okay, so these are some examples, and let me observe some more examples. Don't play football. Don't play football. And what is the question tag to it? When comes to this kind of sentences, don't play, don't plus V1 plus subject, don't play football. When comes to this kind of sentences, when comes to this structural type of sentences, the question tag will you. You have to remember. Don't come here, will you? Don't ask me, will you? Don't play football, will you? These are question tags to these kind of sentences. Don't plus V1 plus subject. Okay, the question tag is will you. Okay, so that is about question tag. Let me say the usage of simple present tense. We used to tell habitual actions. For example, Ramya takes tea in the mornings. I go to walking at 6 o'clock daily. These are some habitual action sentences. So we use simple present tense to tell habitual actions, and daily routines or repeated actions. For example, he always sleeps in the class. He usually read the Bhagavad Gita. And to tell universal facts, the earth moves around the sun, the trees give oxygen. And to tell one's likes, dislikes, and their passion and their possessions in simple present tense. For example, he has 2 apartments. He likes veg meal only. She is a lawyer. She is a lawyer is telling the present state of the person or her. Okay. To express proverbs and quotations, we use simple present tense also. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Okay, this is a quote in simple present tense. Okay, so these are the usage of simple present tense. So I think I covered all aspects in simple present tense, and there is one thing to complete in simple present tense regarding to DSC examination, that are keywords, right? We have to know the keywords to identify the sentence regarding to simple present tense in the examination point of view. Okay, keywords of simple present tense. So some of you can identify the simple present tense by using these keywords: every day, every week, every month, every year, once a week, once a month, once a year, twice a week, twice a month, twice a year, thrice a week, thrice a year, thrice a month, daily, sometimes, seldom, always, usually, generally, frequently, oftenly, regularly, rarely. So these are the keywords of simple present tense to identify simple present tense. Okay, I hope you all like it this session. If you like my explanation, please click on the like button and share with your friends and families, and subscribe to our channel. And this is Mahesh KT, and you are watching Target DSC channel, the Good One series. So signing off, bye bye now.